What is up, everybody? I'm Vegeta, and I'm bringing you guys another what if from one of my comments. I actually looked around my comments and I actually got this interesting what if that I actually had to make since I got nothing else to do, and mostly because I had to finish some other videos which I'll do later on. But I decided to just make this new one. Also, this new one will come out a little bit later. I will say around possibly around 11th of October. But yeah, as for everything else, you'll find out in the future. But for now, let's focus on the what if. This is what if Beerus raised Vegeta. Yes, you heard me correctly. What if Beerus raised Vegeta? Now, of course, everything will remain the same as the original, except that Beerus actually find something for the young Vegeta. Realizing that this young Saiyan possesses immense pride within his heart, to practically decide to challenge him to even try to protect his father, even though he knew he could not defeat him. This is something that Beerus actually highly respected Vegeta. Though Saiyans having a lot of pride, it seems like Vegeta was much more different than the other Saiyans. He wanted to protect his father, not because of the crown, but because he was the one who took care of him from the moment he was born. Of course, Beerus did respect Vegeta for that, and eventually told King Vegeta he would spare his planet in exchange if Vegeta comes with him. Of course, King Vegeta was kind of frightened because Vegeta was practically the strongest member of his bloodline, and basically to practically sacrifice the entire Saiyan planet for his son was something that it was a pretty difficult choice. But Vegeta had to accept, saying to Beerus that he would accept his role. Of course, King Vegeta was kind of shocked of his son's words, but Vegeta explained to him that he wants to become stronger so he can defeat Beerus in the future, even if it means being raised by him. Of course, King Vegeta just sighed and wished his son good luck. Vegeta then nodded and eventually went with Beerus. Beerus, of course, took care of Vegeta, saying to him that even though he may be harsh at times, he's only doing this so he can make Vegeta grow stronger and to forget his arrogance. Remembering that he must grow stronger, but to not underestimate his opponents. Vegeta actually took those words to heart, and eventually trained with Whis. Whis eventually taught Vegeta how to utilize God Ki, and Vegeta, being a quick learner that he is, was able to pick up really fast. Eventually, a couple of months would have passed with Vegeta training with Whis, but eventually, the inevitable death of the Saiyans will occur. And eventually, when Vegeta actually does find out about this, Vegeta was heartbroken. Not only was his father, but his entire family and all the entire Saiyan race was destroyed by Frieza. This not only heartbroke Vegeta, but also made him angry, because he realized that now he may be the last of the Saiyan kind. Vegeta was enraged, but eventually we showed him another Saiyan, one of the low-class Saiyan who was sent to Earth by his father, Bardock. Eventually, this actually sparks a memory within Vegeta's mind. Back in the day when he was still much younger, and he was trained by low-class Saiyans, and one of his mentors was none other than Bardock. When Bardock told Vegeta he must grow stronger, not because of his pride, but because of his motivation to grow stronger to protect the one he cares about. That's what he must always remember. Even if he does not want to remember it, he must, so he can grow even stronger with his feeling. Vegeta then sighs and eventually asks Whis to always keep on tag on Kakarot so he can practically make sure that he grows stronger, because he wants to actually see how far he will go without realizing the power of the gods, since he will train with them. Whis just smiles and asks Vegeta if he wants to meet him sometimes later if he finishes training. Vegeta just smiles slightly and tells Whis that, yeah, I really think so, in the future. I think he'll maybe be my rival, but for now, he's nothing comparable to me. Vegeta then continued to train with Whis, grasping on the power of God Ki and also knowing that Frieza was the one who did it, though he didn't know that Beerus was the one who requested Plan Vegeta's destruction a long time ago. But Vegeta continued to train, with Beerus always being by his side, even teaching the boy how to utilize the power of destruction as well, knowing that with his potential he was able to pick up really quickly, which also gave Vegeta a new clothing, similar to what in Dragon Ball Super you'll get, but also slightly different, having the bottom of the destruction attire. This actually is something that surprised Vegeta himself. It's realized that maybe he's practically being trained as a new god of destruction. Though Vegeta did not believe it, he started to practically continue his training with Whis, and eventually see Whis as a kind of an uncle figure. Whis, also being calm and collective, will always help Vegeta grow and eventually explain his flaws and how he must improve. This is actually something that Vegeta always kept in his mind, remembering that Whis was a patient teacher who will always guide him in the right path if he must need to. Vegeta continued to train and increase his power, and eventually, after a full year of training with Whis, Vegeta was strong enough to even to be said to even be stronger than almost the entire planet Vegeta Saiyans if they go Great Ape. And if you guys are wondering, Vegeta's base storm alone is around the 100 billions has been reached by just 1 year of training with Whis alone. This is a great boost in power that not only increases Vegeta's own strength but also mental control over the Uzor state. We realize that for him to fully master the power of the Saiyans, he must master the Uzor form. And he was able to do that with ease thanks to him being an elite Saiyan, which is something that the elites can do in their birth. As for Vegeta himself, he tried to grow stronger, and eventually, when we saw about the power of the Super Saiyan, of course, Vegeta was still reluctant, realizing that maybe he would not be able to achieve the Super Saiyan. Though he's grown stronger, yes, but to become a Super Saiyan was much more different. He didn't believe that he maybe was ready, though he believed that maybe in the future he will. But Whis actually explained that the Super Saiyan is a form that Vegeta can achieve, and there are actually many other forms as well, which actually ponders what Whis meant. And eventually, Whis shown the ancestor of the Saiyans, none other than Yamoshi, the first Super Saiyan God. It actually surprised Vegeta as he realized that a low-class Saiyan was actually the first ever Super Saiyan, which surprised Vegeta. But what was even more shocking was the power of the Great Ape form mixed with the Super Saiyan form. It was so powerful that even caused the entire planet to shake just by the roars of the Golden Zoro. Vegeta was in shock, even stunned at his power. Even he himself would tremble just by feeling it. Even though it was an image of the past, the power he felt from it was immense. And even his own power in comparison to that one was nothing. He couldn't even believe it. So his ancestor, the ancestor of all the other Saiyans, Yamoshi himself, was actually a low-class Saiyan from the very beginning, which upon that to himself. But eventually, Whis explained that yes, even though Yamoshi was one of the low-class Saiyans, he was stated to be one of the strongest Saiyans because of his immense potential, just like Vegeta has as well. Which I was just surprised that maybe he must train. He must become as strong as Yamoshi. Not only just to get better himself, but also to change himself. He realizes that his arrogance might cost him every battle he fights, Vegeta continues to grow stronger. Beerus of course does test Vegeta multiple times, sending him to a mission to fight other strong beings on the planet that Whis deems that they will be actually worthy of battling Vegeta. Though Vegeta is easily able to overpower them due to his strategy and growing immense master over God Ki thanks to Whis. Beerus says that in over time, Vegeta will be able to master the power of destruction. Vegeta has actually grown immensely stronger after some time, and eventually is able to actually ponder a little bit of the power of the destroyer God. Though he's still not ready to utilize his full potential, he's able to get there really closely, but he's still learning nonetheless. Vegeta, of course, does spare some people, and actually realize that mercy is something that a Saiyan should also learn. Realize that killing will not always solve everything, he must also spare lives if means necessary. He actually even met the Ardrenians, and eventually the Ardrenians actually seen that Vegeta was actually pure of heart, much more changed than he would be in the past. He decided to train and eventually teach him the techniques of Force Spirit Vision and its transmission. This actually took Vegeta off guard by realizing how powerful these techniques were. If he actually utilized them in battle between Beerus and himself, he was likely able to win if he grows into adult. So eventually he does decide to train with the Ardrenians from time to time, eventually learning Force Spirit Vision and its transmission in around a year and a half time due to his immense potential, which is now growing even stronger and more powerful. But he does always look actively Goku's side, as of course he knows that now Kakarot, or now Goku, goes by this name. And of course he does look at his adventures, and even small slightly as he sees Bulma's reactions. I find this one quite funny and entertaining. He'll keep that in mind when he meets Goku. Which of course, Vegeta also decides to practically send a telepathic message to Goku. Grow stronger, not because you want to grow stronger, but because for the people you care about. This message sent inside Goku's mind actually gets through him a lot. Goku feels that he must get stronger, not because he wants to get stronger, but because he needs to protect everyone he cares about. And eventually this continues on, with Vegeta overlooking Goku like a god looking over a mortal. Though Vegeta did not view himself as a god yet, he knew that in due time he may be able to become one. Though he continued to train with Whis, getting master over Super Saiyan after unlocking it, and eventually reaching the new levels above it, like Super Saiyan 2 and even Super Saiyan 3 as well. Vegeta was also able to achieve a new form which surpassed even Super Saiyan 3, but I'll get to that later on. For now, he was also able to achieve the Super Saiyan God and Blue transformation. Had mastered over these transformations, Vegeta was grown immensely stronger and powerful. Even Vegeta himself was impressed by the power that he possessed, but even so, he did continue to train, not letting his guard down no matter what, knowing that for him to get stronger, he must grow stronger. Not because he's arrogant or anything like that, because he needs to. He needs to become stronger so he knows that for those he cares about the most will always be protected. But this is the end for the sport. I hope you guys enjoy this. I'll see you guys in the next one. Sign out, everyone. See you next time.